For my classroom environment expectations, first, I expect my students to just be very ready and willing to learn. I expect that they know that at school they're there to learn and that they'll be excited about working towards that. And I also expect that they will react well to me being there. They've had a chance to get to know me in the previous semester, and I've had a chance to get to know them, and hopefully just build really good relationships with them, that they trust me and they know that I'm there to teach them and that I'm also a fellow teacher who has their best interest at heart. And so I'm hoping that they'll react very well to me just being back in that classroom environment with them, because they have a trust with me and they know that I'm there to teach them. As far as managing student behavior, I think that students will know by now what is expected of them. As far as rules and procedures go, they've been under these rules for the past couple months. They've been practicing these procedures, hopefully, and they know what I'll expect of them as the teacher, because they know what their teacher expects of them in the classroom day to day. And so I just expect for them to have a knowledge of that. Not that they will follow these rules and procedures all the time, but they'll at least know what's expected of them. And so when rules and procedures are broken or not followed properly, they'll understand that they have done something incorrect and that they have misbehaved. I also think that students will respond well to consequences that I have to implement, just because they're usually respectful, not always happy with consequences that my teacher puts into place, but they're pretty respectful about realizing, like, yes, I know that I broke a rule and that's why I'm having to serve a consequence for it, just because, my teacher explains, like, if you don't follow the rules, like, we're not safe at school, things don't flow smoothly. And so I'm hoping that they will respond well to me implementing consequences, because they know that I have authority as a student teacher in their classroom. For the environment, I expect that the classroom will be kind of like a small learning community of a classroom, just knowing that these students have had a chance to be together in the same classroom for the past several months, and they've gotten to know each other well, and a lot of them are very good friends to each other. I'm expecting it to be kind of like a classroom where we work together, we rely on each other for help, and we stick up for each other. And so that's what I'm hoping for. That's what I'm kind of expecting, just because they've been in school together for so long so far. I also think that the environment will just be one that's really excited about learning. At least I hope it is. I know that my teacher tries to do a lot of fun activities with the students to get them excited about different subjects. And she'll plan a lot of things to kind of just hype up stuff that they're learning, so they're excited about it and they're willing to put in work. And so I expect that my environment will be one that's just really excited about learning new things. For respectful culture, I think that students will be respectful of me, just because my cooperating teacher is super good about putting emphasis on the fact that I am also a teacher. I'm here to teach them. They know who I am. And my teacher's just really good about calling them to just remember that I'm a teacher and I have authority in the classroom. And so I'm hoping that that means that they'll be very respectful of me when I'm teaching and when I'm telling them things to do, and reminding them of rules. I'm hoping that that will mean that they're very respectful, just because my teacher places a lot of emphasis on that. Also, I think that the best way for me to respect my students is to just treat them consistently, not letting some students get away with things and then not addressing it in other students, and then addressing it to other students, and just treating them unfairly. I don't think that's a good way to build a respectful culture in the classroom. And so I think the best way for me to cultivate that just mutual respect is to treat them consistently but also fairly. Like I said, treating them equally, and just making sure that I am consistent with things that I remind them of the rules and stuff, just so we have a respectful culture in the classroom. So I'm really excited about this upcoming semester and getting to be back with my students, and I can't wait to do a follow-up to let you know how all these expectations turned out.